Thank you so much for joining me today. So, the most basic interest we can think about is when we're talking about simple interest, and that just means we are calculating the interest and it doesn't get added to the loan each time. It's where the most common one of compound interest comes from. It all stems from simple interest. So we'll start with the basics. Now, to speak about interest, we need to be thinking about how do we work it out. Quite simple. We've got the formula principal multiplied by the interest, or I like to think about the interest rate. So interest rate. Now that's how we get the interest. But when we normally think about interest rate, we normally think about it's per annum, per year. So then we need to think, okay, well, how many years is my loan going to be for? So that's why it's principal times interest rate times years. So in theory, when we're talking about interest rate, an interest rate is a percentage, so we're thinking about a percentage of an amount, which we've done before. Or when we change the percentage into a fraction, we're looking at a fraction of an amount. So we're using our skills that we've already learned and we're applying it to simple interest. So let's look at investment. The investment of 5,200. So the principal is 5,200 times the interest rate, an interest rate of 6%. So remember what I said, we always change the interest rate into a fraction. So 6 over 100 for 4 years. So this will calculate how much money I make on my investment. So that is 5,200 times 6 divided by 100 times 4. So we use my calculator. And that equals 1,248. So if we are thinking about this amount, this is the amount I have made in interest. So the total amount I end up with is 5,200 plus 1,248, which equals 6,448. And that's just thinking about adding the interest on top of my principal of what I started with. Let's move over here. So when we're thinking about interest with a loan, we don't. If I've got a loan of $7,500 for buying a car, that's not what I'm going to pay. I'm paying extra on top. So I want to find out how much money I'm actually paying in total. So if we are thinking about the principal is the loan amount of 7,500. The interest rate is 5%, and just remember we think about interest rate in terms of a fraction of an amount times the amount of years, which is 3. So again, we can use our calculator to solve this. 7,500 times 5 over 100 times 3, 1,125. Is my interest. So, if I'm thinking about 1,125 is the amount of interest I need to pay, then I'm also thinking about that. If that's what I'm paying, how much am I paying in total? I'm paying 7,500 plus 1,125, which will equal $8,625. So that is the total of what I'm paying. I really hope that helps you understand simple interest. If you need any more help, message me and I'll get back to you.